Hey, this is Gary Payton. Y'all listen to 3-Point Conversion Radio. It's the bomb.
Hey, JB, hope you're doing well. 3 games against Indiana. I think you guys played fairly well against them this year. 2 games, which you won. I think you're right there at the other one. What is it about this Pacers team that has brought out the most in you guys when you played them already this year?
I think we've defended fairly well. We've been an aggressive team. Their physicality amps up our physicality. You have to be a physical group against these guys, especially on the interior. I know Turner's out, but Sabonis and their entire group is, historically been built out of toughness, physicality. They get into the ball. They're aggressive defensively. They play with great pace. So it's forced us to bring our best, and we're going to need our best tonight. I don't think those other 2 games are going to cut it. We're going to have to be better than that tonight.
Thank you.
Rick?
JB, the way that the Pacers are structured, and I guess I'm asking partially because of the last game you played against them, is this a team that it makes it a lot of sense to go with some small ball to put them into a situation where they have to react to that?
Potentially, we may have to go there. We've gone there before. We've had some success. We're going to need our big guys tonight as well. Sabonis is a load down there. They're physical inside. We'll need both our bigs, and we'll need PJ at some 5 as well. So we'll see a mixture of both big and small tonight.
Nick Carboni?
JB, this team, part of the process of building this team in your tenure has been learning to win games and learning to close games. You guys did that at such a high level, probably for the first half and beyond this season. Do you see that confidence slip a little bit when things don't go their way during this recent slide? And how do you kind of reinstill that in a, quick fashion when you guys have a do or die tonight?
Just keep doing what we're doing. I believe those shots will fall. We've been here before. They have fallen in the past. Last 5 games, not so much. But our confidence is high. Our belief is high. Those guys have taken and made big shots. The confidence level's still there. Every team goes through this. Not every team closes out every close game. And for us, we've had a lot of success this year, closing out games, making big shots. So that's what we lean on. We lean on our experience. We lean on our confidence. If those guys have the same shots tonight, take them. Defensively, we got to be better in the fourth quarters. Obviously, we could have been better there in the Washington game defensively. If we had scored 5 or 6 more points, we win that game. But it takes both sides of the ball, and we've been pretty good in those clutch situations. We'll need both sides of the ball tonight.
Will?
JB, how much would success over the next 3 days kind of undo the anger and angst that has kind of permeated during this recent slide?
We don't have any anger. I mean, if the people on the outside have anger, I don't know about it. But, for us, there's no anger. There's no bitterness. There's no doubt. It's basketball. I mean, we've not closed out a few games here, but this has been a successful season, period. Our group has battled. We put ourselves in position for postseason play. There's excitement. There's energy. We've built good soil right here, and this is only adding to it. This is just fertilizing and fueling even more of what we're doing here. So, there's no anger. There's no doubt. We just move forward. It's about tonight. The past is the past. The future is the future. Our moment is right now, and that's this game against Indiana, and it starts by playing aggressively, playing on both sides of the ball, and our guys have done that.
Danny?
JB, Danny Thompson with the 3-point conversion. You went with a 7-man rotation for the most part on Sunday. Malik has been struggling the last few weeks, but the team is 11-5 this year when he takes about 12 more shots. How important is it for him to get in his game and also stay aggressive when he is on the court tonight?
Yeah, we need him to stay aggressive. We need his offense, especially. That's where he gives us a big jolt, and that the rotation hasn't found him as much, of late, but tonight could be his night. And, we'll look there again. And he can get hot in any game at any single time. And he'd be a big boost for us. But Malik's a confident kid. He's a kid that has great confidence whenever he steps on the floor. And we're going to need that again tonight. You know, I expect him to come out with aggression. I've got to do a better job of putting the ball in his hands. You know, that's not easy with our small lineup. You know, a lot of times we have two other ball handlers out there that consume a lot of the playmaking and ball handling for us. Malik's one of those guys that needs the ball in his hands to create and to be effective on the court. And, you know, I got to do a better job in that area and getting him some touches.
Tony?
Hey, Coach, about what time today did you learn that Caris LeVert would be unable to play for the Pacers, and how much does his absence impact the way you guys prepare for this game?
Did you ask what time?
Correct, about what the Pacers found out about this morning. I was wondering when that got to you.
It's after shoot around, you know, so our preparation was with him in the lineup. Nothing changes for us. You know, we continue to do what we do. We've been focused on LeVert and their entire group. So, you know, obviously they have a number of weapons. They're a deep team. They're going to get more depth back tonight. So we've been prepared for LeVert and their entire group. But, you know, tonight's really about us. You know, no matter who steps on the floor for them, it's really about us, how we prepare, how we focus, and how we approach the game. That's all you can do at this stage. Control what you can control. I don't control who's going to be in for them tonight, who they play, their rotations. What we control is how we play, our focus, our energy, and our group will be ready.
Jacob?
Hey, Coach. Over the last handful of games, LaMelo's struggled to shoot the ball. I know he's made impacts in other ways, but from a scoring standpoint, what does he need to do to kind of get back on track in that department?
Just keep playing, keep shooting the ball. You know, he's obviously, I'm stating the obvious here, he's coming off major wrist surgery, and we knew this was going to be a process. But all this experience is worth it all. This is all great training ground for Melo, not only for this year, but for years to come. I love him being in these moments. You know, it may not feel 100%. You know, that's only Melo knows where he's at with the wrist. I can't speak to that. Only Melo can. But I want him to stay aggressive, look for his shot, be aggressive. Number one is get to the rim, though, create. That's where he can be at his best for us, is creating for not only himself, but for others. He's got the size, the ability, the passing, all those traits that we saw, you know, throughout the season. We need him to do that here tonight and be at his best. If he has a shot, he's got to take it. You know, we believe in him. We trust him. He's a very confident kid. He's not going to shy away from taking shots. We know that. But, you know, this is all just great training ground and a great process for him to go through right now. So it's wonderful, man. He's a 19-year-old kid, rookie. It doesn't get any better than this, and he'll be ready for the moment.
We have time for two more. We'll go to Richard and then wrap up with James.
Richard Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. I know it's an Eastern Conference play-in game, but I'm sure there's an element of January 27, January 29, and April 2nd feel like years ago when you played this team. Did you spend more time studying recent films or the three games you played against them?
We did both. We did our homework the last few days, and we watched a little bit of our film against them. We watched their recent stuff. Obviously, Brogdon adds a different element. He's not played recently, so we've had to go back and watch some Brogdon film, some out of our games with them, and some other games, more recent Brogdon games. So I feel prepared. You know, our staff's done a great job preparing our guys. Now we just got to go execute.
AJB, James Porritt at the Hive. Start the season, mid-season, I think the team really played with the joy, freedom, a fearlessness, and I think a lot of people around the league were saying it. Do you think that the team need to get a little bit of that back at all? Have you seen a little bit of that kind of joy, freedom, fearlessness dwindle over the last month or so?
I can't say the joy's not there. I mean, we've been disrupted. The reality is we've been disrupted, you know. Since Melo's injuries, we've had guys in and out. Since, you know, Miles was out of the lineup, that disrupted us. We've lost some rhythm. I say more than anything, we've lost rhythm, continuity with our group. You know, had we stayed healthy, I think I've been pretty honest about where I think we'd be right now, but that's in the past. What we can control right now is what's in front of us. And this group has played together. They have had success together. And I want them to play with great joy out there tonight. You know, that's the goal tonight is to outcompete them and outjoy them tonight. And our group has done that in general this season. So we'll find it. We had joy in New York. We had joy in Washington. You know, now the ultimate joy is closing out those games. So this group loves each other. They love being around one another. They play for each other. They do play with great joy. But we have been disrupted in the last 2 months. So we got to find that. And tonight's a great opportunity to find that rhythm.
Thank you.